Good morning. Today's session we are going to see the math subject for grade 3. Previous session we discussed about the types of views. I hope everyone or understood that concept clearly. Good. Now we start to discuss the next topic is that edge and corner of the solid shape. Okay, edge and the corner of the solid shape. Corner you already learned in the second standard itself. Okay, but we have to learn that the corners of flat shapes, but here you have to learn that corners of the solid shape, corners and sides of the edges and sides, edges and corners of solid shape. Okay, first we have to see that what is edge. Have you all ready to listen the class? Yeah. Yes, so edge, the line where two faces, what is it? Two faces meet. The line where two faces meet is called an edges. Okay, edge. An edge may be straight or curved. Okay, so edge is that where the two faces are meet, that line we call it as the edge. The edge may be straight or curved. It's a straight edge or a curved edge. Okay, now we see one example. Okay, now all of you take page number 15 in your studio. Those who not have the studio, just listen the class. Okay, so see there, the line where two faces meet. Okay, two faces meet is called an edges. Okay, underline this words, ma'am. An edge may be straight or a curved. Okay, so see this example. So this is a solid shape. So what is the name of this solid shape? Yes, very good. It's a cube. What is another one? Yes, it's a cylinder. Okay, so now we have to identify what is edges, which is edges in the cube and cube and cylinder. Okay, so what is the definition of edge? The two faces meet. So see the two faces. So this is the flat faces. Okay, this is the flat face. This is one face. Another face is that? Yes. So this is another flat faces. Another flat face. Okay, see the two faces meet at one line. That line we call it as the edges. Okay, so see this line. So this line we call it as the edges. So this line we call it as edges, because here the one face, another side is the flat face. So the two faces meet at this line. So the line we call it as a edges. So this line is a straight line. So this edge we call it as a straight edges. Okay. So see the curved face. So this is the curved face. This is the curved face, and this one is a flat face. Meet at one line. This line is a curve. So this line we call it as a curved edges. What is that? Curved edges. You have any doubts? Shall we see the next one? So see one more time I may explain that what is edges. Edges is the two faces meet in one line. That line we call it as a edge. So the edge is a straight or curved. So see that example, cube and cylinder. The cube, two faces meet at one line. That line we call it as the edges. In cylinder, it's a curved line. It's a curved face. Curved face and the flat face meet at the curved line. So the line we call it as the edge is a curved edge. What is the edge? Curved edge. Okay. So next one is the corner. The point where the edges meet is called the corner. Okay. The point edges meet is called the corner. Okay. So edges meet at one point. That point we call it as a corner. Okay. So in solid shapes, edges meet at point. That point we call it as a corner. So see that example. This is the edge. This is also another edge. So meet at one point. That point we call it as a corner. Okay. You have any doubts? Shall we see the next one? Yeah. So next activity is the look deep activity. Page number 16. Activity 1.14. So what is the question? A cylinder does not have any corners. The cylinder does not have any corners. State why. So why cylinder not have any corner? What is the reason? Yes, so read that corners definitions first. Yes, see here, the point where the edges meet, we need edges. We need the straight edges. Then only we have to make the point, meet that point. That point we call it as a corner. But in a cylinder, so see the cylinder have the curved edges. So here we not have, cylinder not have the corners. So because here it is the curved edges cannot make the corners. Okay, that is the reason the cylinders does not have the corners. So see here, the cylinder does not have any corners. What is the reason? So cylinder have the edges but in a curved edges. So the edges in the cylinder does not meet because in the straight edges only meet at one point, but in the curved edges does not meet. Okay, so cylinder does not have corner. So this is the reason. So what is the reason? The cylinder have the curved surface, not curved edges. So curved edges does not meet at one point. So this is the reason the cylinder does not have the corner. Okay, so next one is that the sphere neither has corners nor edges. What is the reason? State why. See, those who not have the studio, take the notebook, write the activity name and number, write down everything. Okay. A sphere neither has corner nor edges. So what is the reason? The sphere has only one faces. So that purpose only the sphere does not have corners and edges. Okay. So see here, sphere has only one face. So it does not have any corners and the edges. Because edges, we need edges means we need the two faces. Okay. We want the edges means we need two faces. Okay. But the sphere has only one face. So sphere cannot make a corners and the edges. Okay. So you have any doubts in that activity? Shall we move that next one? Yeah. So next activity is the look within activity number 1.15. Those who not have the studio, take your notebook and write the activity name and number. Write down everything in your notebook. Okay. So this activity is your activity. I mean it is an individual activity. You going to give the answer. Okay. Identify the solid shapes of these buildings. Okay. So what is the shape of this building? Yes, it's a cylinder. So write the cylinder spelling. Yes. So next one is the sphere. Very good. Yes. So this is the cylinder shape. This is the sphere shape. Okay. So next one, which shape would you like your house to be? Why? So you have to write your own answer. Okay. You have to write your own answer. Which shape would you like your house to be and why? What is the reason you have to like that shapes? That reasons you have to write. Okay, after that you have to take the pictures in the Chrysalis home app itself. Okay, shall we move to the next activity? So next activity is the companion activity. That is your home fun. Yes, see that companion activity 1C. Those who not have the studio and companion, take a notebook, write down everything in your notebook itself. Okay, afterwards you take the pictures, that activity, send the pictures in Chrysalis home app itself. Write the number of edges and type the edge and number of corners in each of the solid shape. So see the solid shapes first column, number of edges, types of edges, it is a straight or curved, that you have to write. Number of corners, that solid shapes have the number of corners you have to write. Okay, number of edges means how many straight lines are there, that you have to write. It's a type. It's a straight means write the straight edges. If it is a curved means write the curved edges. Okay, number of corners mean straight edges. Listen clearly, straight edges only make a corner. Okay, Curved edges does not make a corner. Keep it in mind. Straight edges only make a corner. Curved edges does not make a corner. Okay. So that you have to write. So this is the solid shapes. Okay. Any doubts in the home fun? Yeah. Okay. So next one is the think and ink activity. Activity number 1.16, page number 70. Write the properties of a given solid shapes. So you know that properties of the solid shapes. Number of faces. Cube have. Okay, cube have how many faces? Yes, very good. So you already learned from in second standard itself. 6 faces. Cylinder. Cylinder have how many faces? Yes, 3 faces. 2 flat face and 1 curved face. 3 faces. Cone. Very good. 2. Cuboid. 6. Sphere. Only 1. Okay. Number of edges. Number of edges means? Yes, very good. 12. Number of edges is 12. Cylinder. Cylinder have the how many edges? 2 edges. I mean 2 curved. Cone. Only 1. Cuboid. Cuboid. 12. Sphere. No. Okay. Number of corners. 8. Cylinder. No. Cone. No. Because as corners mean we need the edges. In edges means we want the straight edges. Okay. 8, 0. So this is the properties of the solid shapes. Cube has a 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 corners. Cylinder has 3 faces, 2 edges, 0 corners. Cone has 2 faces, 1 edges, 0 corner. Cuboid 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 corner. Sphere 1 face, 0 edges and 0 corners. So next one is that riddle. Read the following descriptions and write the name of the shape. I have 1 curved face, 2 flat faces. I have 1 curved face and 2 flat faces. We have the 2 curved edges and 0 corners. Guess who am I? Yes, very good. That is a cylinder. Write the cylinder. Cylinder. Yes, next one we have to create one riddle for that given shape. So the given shape is that it's a cone. Cone is a solid shape. So write first one. How many faces cone have? I have 2 faces. How many edges? Only 1 edges. 1 edges. How many corners? 0 corners. That's all. 0 corners. So this is a riddle for the cone. Okay, you have any doubts in this activity? Shall we move the next one? Yeah. So next one is the now I can activity. So this is your have to self analysis. Okay, self learning. So you have to apply your self learning. Identify the different views on of a solid shape. If I give the object means you can identify it is a top view, it is a front view, it is a side view. You can identify it means put a tick in the circle. Put tick in the circle. Next one, draw the different views of a solid shape. If I give this cube means you can draw the what is the top view and side view and front view of that solid shape. You can draw that. So you can draw means put tick. Next, describe the solid shapes using the words faces and edges and corners. Okay, you can describe the solid shapes properties. If I give the cube means you can say the cube have the 6 faces, 6 flat faces, 12 edges, 8 corners. Like that you can describe the solid shapes. So put tick. Okay, you have any doubts? Yes. Now we come to the end of this session. Now I am going to conclude this session with quick recap. In this session we learned that what is edges and what is corner. So see that edge, the line where 2 faces is called an edges. if the two faces or meet at one line, if the two faces or meet at one line, that line we call it as the edge. Okay, that edge we have the two type. One is the straight edge, another one is curved edge. But see here, this is a line, so this is called the straight edge. But in a cylinder, it's a curved edge, so it's a curved edge. So next one is a corner. So corners mean we need the edges. The point where the edges meet is called the corner. So see that the line meet at one point, that point we call it as a corner. So we can conclude that, so straight line only make a corner. Okay, straight edge only we make a corner. So curved edge does not make a corner. Okay, so if you have any doubts, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.